What? No! Good. Good. Theater's now open. And this theater is a native Popstarian theater, not enforced upon us by the invaders. But before we get back to the struggle against the, Holtman Works Corporation, let's take a look at Team Kirby Clash. I'm just sort of interested in it. No, I don't have any friends, so let's do Team Quest then. Note that arena music. Giant Edge. Battle beside your team, work together to defeat the Steel Soldier hiding in the forest. Oh yeah, sure. Or wait, no, it's Gigant Edge. I keep getting that name wrong. We got Sword Hero, Hammer Lord, Beam Mage, and Dr. Healmore. Is that why they introduced the Doctor ability, or is this a coincidence? I don't know. In any case, I really do hope that we're gonna get a Kirby RPG. Hammer Lord all the way. And our team members, well, does it have to be a Beam Mage? I guess so. Oh wait, we can change our teammates' roles. Let's see. They're all about the same. Let's go with Dr. Healmore. Sure, this way we'll have a healer. It's unwise to go against a boss without a healer. Press and hold up plus B to charge your hammer flip. There are 3 levels of charge. That text was a bit unnecessary. We can clearly see that it's appeared. Alright, thank you, teammate. We're still doing that mouth-to-mouth thing, I see. Oh! This would... I could see something like this working as a, action RPG. Oh, Gigant Edge, you're pretty angry. The fact that it roared makes me suspect that it's, oh, Power Tablet! Get the Power Tablet! He got the Power Tablet, alright. The fact that Gigant Edge roars makes me suspect that Gigant Edge is, in fact, just a monster in that armor rather than some kind of person. We got the second Power Tablet! Oh, we got all of them. What? Wait, what? What's happening? Oh! It was a team meteor! Let's go after him, Kirby! That was Yellow Kirby's name in Kirby's Dream Course. Although I suppose that this might be the Yellow Kirby from The Amazing Mirror. Although the issue is that I suppose that after The Amazing Mirror, I forget if they ended up all combining into one Kirby again or not. In any case, we don't move as quickly here as we do in typical Kirby platforming. Probably something to do with the whole it being an RPG thing. In any event, we took down Gigant Edge. It would be really cool if they'd incorporated these 2 disparate game modes, the 3D Kirby attack thing and this sort of RPG-style Kirby into the main game. I would have really loved it if they'd done that. It would have made some great variety in addition to that shoot-'em-up style stage that we had in the second area, but alas, they didn't. I guess it's a little short of perfect then now, isn't it? Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a remix of the Castle Lololo music. Well, anyway, I'll take a silver medal. I'm cool with that. And we leveled up. I'll take it. Stamina increased by 12, and these are a lot of stat increases. It would be really cool if this was somehow part of the main game, though. It just seems so sort of disjointed to me. I suppose that we're just sort of bounty hunters who take down different bad guys. Mr. Frosty is an ice beast? Whatever. Let's get out of here. I've seen enough. This is interesting world map kind of music. Well, I mean, not kind of music, it is. I remember the very spacey sort of music they had back in Kirby's Dream Land 3 as Kirby was riding Warp Star across the planet. But we're returning to Resolution Road. We missed a code cube there, and it'll make it more difficult to completely hack the enemy mainframe. Now, won't it? Let's see. Yeah, it was just in the first level, not any of the others, right? I think so. Yeah, we have them in all these other levels. Don't we? Yeah, we do, we do. We do. Well, alright then. This time, the city's first code cube will not escape from Kirby of the Stars, the rebel leader, against Max Hultman's company. They've done some good, the Hultman Works company has, but still, we didn't need them. And they're only in this for themselves, because they want to strip resources away from our people, who they consider only a threat. Get out of the way! Kirby's efforts to save those pedestrians from getting run over instead got them killed. Kirby is a lot of things that will haunt— There's the code cube! How do I get it? How do I get it? This is how I get it. Really, how the heck did I miss this? It's so simple! Suppose the juice box-shaped buildings were distracting. Nope, not getting... We have to keep going at jet speeds if we're gonna get through this city. This guerrilla war just keeps going. Well, we got through that pretty quick, didn't we? Yeah, we sure did. Wonder what Adeline makes of the, Kirby's efforts. I suppose that in the end, Adeline and Kirby are going to be reconciled. Because they'll see that, you know, they both were not totally right and both were not totally wrong. Every situation has more complexity to it than it initially appears, and they were both wrong for oversimplifying it in the ways that they did. Yes, it's true that there are plus sides to the modernization efforts of the Hultman Works company, as Adeline believes, but it's also true that there are certainly downsides. There have been destruction to the native cultures of Popstar brought on by these imperialist outsiders. And in addition to that, there's also the element of all of the environmental destruction, and really, aren't the invaders only in this for themselves? They are, of course. And yet, it remains to, well, who can say, really? After all, don't people always do things selfishly? There are, of course, the odd, truly selfless act out there, but how common are they? Not very common, huh? Not very. Still, that doesn't mean that they are all of no merit. On the contrary, action has merit not by virtue of whether or not it's immediately helpful to those who... Get it! Whether or not it's immediately helpful to, those whom it helps. Oh, Telepathos! We haven't seen Telepathos since this round, have we? Yeah, forget it. I'm gonna take on Telepathos fair and square this time. Yeah, I think it's interesting that Telepathos gives the spark ability. It's a nice touch that the objects Kirby inhales, and not just the enemies he inhales, give him copy abilities. Which is how I think it should be. I think it should be that he just inhales, that he gets the properties of what he inhales, rather than it has to exclusively, he gets the powers of the other organic things that he inhales. In any event, Telepathos is almost out. Telepathos got us with that flip. Telepathos is very colorful. Telepathos, in fact, looks like something that, out of Kirby Canvas Curse. Let's go, ESP Kirby. What's this called again? PK Flash? Yeah, PK Flash is what it was called. Well, fortunately we already got everything else. Whoop! Alright, here we go. We're gonna go! We're gonna make it. We're gonna get all kinds of points. The highest points. We got a pretty high points. Pretty high points. There's a propeller in the background. That's scary, honestly. Neo? Why Neo? Whatever, Bubbly Cloud's music. Whatever. And we got 6EX. Yes. I suppose that the EX stagers are where particularly high-ranking members of the Hultman Corporation's warriors are located, right? Right. Oh, more! Well, here we have a reference both to Canvas Curse and Kirby's Dream Land 3, because this music was originally from Kirby's Dream Land 3, and this is the remix from Canvas Curse. That's all kinds of nostalgia that are assaulting me at all fronts here. And this one is just from Kirby 64, like unaltered. What is this attack called again? Rock Crusher! Rock Crusher! There we go.
Oh no! For the sake of justice, we can't lose the rock crushing ability.
We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it after all. Yeah, we'll just leave those guys on it. We don't need to take care of everything.
Spinning!
Oh, this is a puzzle here. Well, our goal right now is to get to that, that sticker down there. But unfortunately, our fists aren't enough to punch through it. So what are we gonna have to do then? I suppose, well, how are we gonna do this in such a way that we don't knock that truck thing onto the sticker? Hold on, maybe a way will reveal itself over here. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Let's try it.
Earth Shaker!
Ah, no good.
Earth Shaker!
Yeah, not doing us much good. Guess I can only punch and hope for the best. Oh. That went a lot better than I expected it to. It turns out that sticker wasn't even difficult to get, and I was just overcomplicating matters. That can happen sometimes when you're hamily shouting the names of your attacks. It can distract you from what's really important. The attack's targets. Let's get what that attack's called. It's called Rock Crusher!
Rock Crusher!
And it can't go any further, huh? It's fine, they're part of the enemy. Just like these Deekaboo. War. War never changes. Okay, we're just gonna keep going here then, huh? Yeah, we are. How are we gonna smash these? Guess we can't. No. No, hold on here. Hold on here. There's gotta be some way. Yeah, there is. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
Rock Crusher! Rock Crusher!
We can't knock it when we're on it. Interesting. This is interesting. And you know, I don't think there has ever been a Kirby game with a you know, city-themed area in it before. The effect really is quite interesting. And of course I'm going to go this route. We get to keep the Robobot armor. And probably get some special items while we're at it.
Gabbon!
You see, it's for this kind of rampant, true terrorism against innocent people that Adeline's going to have a difficult time forgiving that all of Kirby's friends are. But they don't understand it. They weren't there after all. You see, no one is innocent. Everyone is either on one side or the other in this day and age, in this conflict. At least, that's how Kirby sees it. Maybe that's not how he should see it. Maybe there is more gray space here than he's willing to admit. But these are dark times. Even Kirby can't always be sure that he's on the right side. There's so much old Kirby music in this game, it's unbelievable! This one is from Kirby's Dream Course. How are we gonna get down there? Well, let's try this. Didn't exactly work out how I had hoped. Well, okay. We made a bit of a mistake here, folks. Let's try that again. It's not as much of a mistake as back when I was playing Kirby's Dream Course. I was not very good at Kirby's Dream Course. Indeed, I was quite bad at it. I never managed to get very far in that one. I only know about the ending of Kirby's Dream Course from the fact that, from reading it on the internet. If you're wondering what happens, King DDD ends up trying to take out Kirby using a giant robotic version of himself that years ago the folks over at Kirby's Rainbow Resort referred to as Robo-Mecha DDD, but which in terms of actual canon, never really received any name. Unusual for the Kirby series, which is very fond of giving absolutely every last minor thing a name.
Nice try, Poppy Brothers.
But in the Robobot armor, Kirby really, well, he always turns his enemies' powers against them. Here he's just doing it without the use of copy abilities. This kind of level of destruction is just, well, it really is something else. And why would I get rid of my armor? Keep going. Oh, it can't fit through those doors. I see. That's good to know. I hadn't realized that up till now, though I suppose it goes without saying. I guess I just assumed that the doors might have a, we can't blow up those chips. I guess I just assumed that the doors might, follow the same kind of, how do I call it? Cartoon physics as the cannons did when they changed their size. Alright, get out of there. Get out of there, Robo Kirby. You did good there, Robo Kirby. Oh. Robo Kirby! Okay. No! There we go! Robo Kirby! Get out of there! Okay, that was really close. Well, we lost Robo Kirby. Shame that all that was just to that end. Seems cruel, doesn't it? Seems almost cruel. Broom Hatter! Gotta sweep this spot, Broom Hatter? Really, just this spot? Get out of there, Robo Kirby. Good. That's a clever graphic that they're using to represent the movements that the controller is controlling Robo Kirby. It's very good because it's very clear, even without using any words. Like no one would misunderstand what the meaning of it is, even though there are no words being used here. No, get the remote control. We gotta have the remote control here, even on the giant billiard table of death. Which should absolutely not exist, it's an abomination. Those robots, Kirby just treats them so expendably, whereas the invaders consider them living creatures. Sometimes it does raise the question of who really is the hero here. Kirby, who views these robots just as tools to be thrown out? Or the invaders who value them as members of their society, apparently? Who can say? Oh, it's to spin around? Yeah, it's to spin around. It's fine it's just spinning around. I don't know. But it's probably fine. They can spin around all they want. By the way, this is more Kirby. Oh! It's Maju. Whatever he's called. And once again, I don't want to deal with Jet right now. Let's go this way. It was worth going this way. Ah! I can't believe that they've even let these Waddle Dees into their big facilities. These, halt workers I don't know what to make of them. I tell you, the Kirby's Dream Land 3 music. This music, I mean, this game has such a different vibe from Kirby's Dream Land 3 that it doesn't really capture the same feel even if they do use that music. Oh. We're gonna continue through another one of these nightmare giant torture casinos, are we? We are. Poison! I'll tell you what's poison here. The real poison are these casinos to our people's morality. Goodbye, Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee's the only other ally we found in this resistance movement of ours. Kirby's all alone. We're actually fighting on the table, huh? What the heck? Doobier 2.0! Was this an enemy and is this? I think that Doobier here was from Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Although this music, I believe, is from Kirby's Air Ride. I mean, not Kirby's Air Ride. In any event, it's definitely an upgrade if this was from if Doobier here was in Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Its movements are more erratic, and it's just all around a more dangerous opponent right now. We couldn't even inhale those projectile robots it spewed at us. Also, if Doobier was in fact in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, does this mean that Doobier was built by the Haltman Works Company? Is that what we're getting at? Is that a bit of a retcon right there? Did Kirby inhale that? He did. We're both on our last legs, but Kirby won. Kirby won. Okay. Oh, I was hoping it'd be a UFO ability. Still, you only get the UFO ability with an amiibo in this one. Actually, I should correct that. I believe that, although that's how you can get it, you can also get it through 100% completion. Alas, we're never really going to break the bank here, are we? Despite this being a evil casino that so richly deserves having the bank broken, so to speak. For a second there, I thought that there was no chest here and that they broke the mold that was established in Triple Deluxe, but I see that they did not. That's good. We do need all the code cubes we can get if we're going to have any chance hacking into the mainframes of the Haltman Works Company. Haltman is a very not particularly evil-sounding name. I mean, it's kind of intimidating, I guess. Halt, telling you to stop right there to desist. Still, though, interesting. It's an interesting choice for a villain, I mean. For a villain's name. Alright. Comic book Kirby? Well, it would look good on the arm of a Robobot armor. Of a suit of Robobot armor, I mean. Choo-choo! Wonder how she's doing these days. Bet you that... Well, she strikes me as the belligerent enough type that she would not be going along with the robotization project, especially since she's probably one of these people who've been marked as an obstacle for their operations. How? Oh, I know that guy. He made the game. That's the one where they live. Although in the Japanese versions, it's always been Poo 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 Land since the very beginning. And while I certainly understand why they would change that name, I do think that it's not so good to have changed the name, because in the original one, there's never been any association between these worlds and dreaming, and it creates this sense that it is about dreaming that simply isn't present in the original. We'll get the code cube we missed there later, too. For now, it's time to get back to Gigabyte Grounds. You may already know this, but, as I predicted, Team Kirby Clash and Kirby 3D Rumble were later made into their own games. You know, kind of. They're not a full console-style adventure experience like Kirby Planet Robobot or the other Kirby games I've done Let's Plays of. They're like spin-offs. And you can make a case that something, say, like Kirby Canvas Curse is a spin-off, but these are more spin-offy. They're not a full console-style experience. They're more like mobile games or something. Kirby's Blowout Blast really doesn't have that much to it. It's more of the gameplay of Kirby 3D Rumble. It's kind of boring. It doesn't interest me that much. Lo and La appear in it, and King Dedede turns into a giant. That's pretty neat, I guess. Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, though, is more interesting. I mean, I think the title's really stupid, but it does tell you exactly what you're gonna get. But yeah, in this one, the Team Kirby is like a group in another dimension, it's some other time period, in a kingdom that comes under attack from a bunch of mysterious monsters, and they find out that, like, the monsters are being made by a mage who's some kind of parallel version of Tyranza. Megalore is also in it as the shopkeeper, and they give him, like, these crystal apple things and do business with him. But if you can actually buy these apples with real money rather than wait for them to grow on your tree or whatever. So, he has dialogue that apparently encourages it, and it also has original music. And they find out that the alternate Tyranza is associated with this villain, alternate dimensional evil being called DDD Mind or something like that, who's apparently a combination of, some kind of King DDD meets Dark Mind, the villain from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, who was apparently created when the mirror dimension reflected Nightmare and Dark Matter together. They're combining villains in even more absurd ways. In any case, they defeat him, and it's just full of this kind of clever references, and is sort of more ambitious than you would expect from something like this, even if it is still a sort of mobile game with microtransactions. Also, incidentally, Susie appears in it. I think that it might be some kind of parallel dimension version of Susie, and this is a minor spoiler, I suppose, but as we find out later on in Planet Robobot, Susie has actually been traveling into other dimensions in the past. So I'd say it's very possibly this Susie. In any case, though, I don't really intend to do any Let's Plays of these. That kind of comparatively shallow experience just doesn't interest me that much. Not that I think it's necessarily a bad thing to be simplistic like that. Everything has its place. More variety is always good for any medium, including video games. Although I don't think Kirby exactly is the highest artistic ambition, but you know what I mean. It's the principle of the thing.
Bronto Burt!